Right. So sorry that took as long as it did. I was not expecting to be out there that long, but I hadn't seen my friend in over a year, so we had quite the chat. I didn't want to. Hey. Zach, you are first. We got you earlier though. I'm sure you were still sleeping. It was like 8 o'clock. But yeah. Let me just. I didn't. I saw the flooding, man. I'm glad you survived that. All right. Oh, you saw the replay. We didn't think you were dead. We just like a guy who has Sunday off from school, sleeping in. I don't blame you. I wish I could sleep in. My body just won't do it. All right. Land clearing available. What am I sitting on? Oh, that's not good. So I was gonna go to other places on Pine Island, but I kind of got stuck there. I did. The good thing is I got 4 vlogs in. I believe are going to be decent. So there's a lot of land out. As you can see the. Yeah, I don't do many morning streams. I tend to just do my work stuff in the morning, then take my normal nap, get up, and then I'll do streams in the evening. But man, it is hot and humid out. The mosquitoes are brutal. It's 83 at 10:40. Like that's like pushing late spring weather. I'm doing good, man. How are you doing? Still fighting the good fight? So there's a lot of land available. Oh man, I forgot that this guy keeps on offering to the police always. I don't understand why they're right there at a 4-way, because no one's going to be speeding through a stop sign. At least I wouldn't think so. But hold on, let me make sure that no one decides to T-bone me here. All right. So the problem is because of the way the sun is. Or I'm sorry, my glasses are polarized. Did it go out? No. Okay. I got eaten alive by mosquitoes. But one of my best friends in Florida lives there, and I hadn't seen him, and it's sad to say that. Actually, it dropped to 81. I think it was a little bit warmer. That car cools off. I guess the gauge is still in the low 80s, and humid, but no rain. 66. That's pretty good. Let me speed up here a little bit. Yeah, that sounds about right. Those will terminate pretty fast, just a couple weeks. My friend Rusty, I've known him for 2000. Probably met him first in early 2005, so 14 years. Probably one of my oldest continuous friends here. I've known him longer than I've known Ken. So one thing that I'll have to do is I'm going to go to Tropical Smoothie and pick up. I've got a coupon and I've got a $5 reward, so I'm got the double going on. I am have to order the food and do a survey on my phone. I'll have to cut off at Tropical Smoothies, so don't want to leave you guys like, hey, by the way, I'm just wanted to give you guys a heads up there. So might try and go a different route than I normally do to kind of go by some plants that you guys haven't seen yet. We'll see what I can pull off here. And actually, I think it's beneficial if I actually take veterans. You guys can see the highway that I would normally, the speed limit goes down. It goes to 55, 45, and then 30 in another less than, like, I guess a quarter mile. And then there's like a cop sitting right there. So if you're like accidentally doing 45, you're going to get a ticket. But Matlacha, this is, Matlacha during the day. It's really cool. Maybe I'll go down a street or two. Let's see if we got ourselves a Saucifer here. No, not yet. Just the one, the four-way, doing nothing. Oh man, there's a guy that really offered. It was really nice. Offered me. This is a big fishing area. Let me see if I can't go down one of these roads, and we'll see some of the palms growing. Matlacha is not a well-traveled area. I mean, it's obviously a little Keys-style town, but let's see what I can do here. I gotta find the streets. I don't know my way around Matlacha because there's like only 3 or 4 streets. They kind of wander, but this is Matlacha Drive is definitely one of them, or avenue. So this is kind of an artsy little area. I mean, again, it's shell everywhere, coconuts, lots of plants, full sun. Definitely has that Keys feel. The water's right there next to me. People tend to, have small yards, plant them out fully. I think that's awesome. Lots of bananas for you there, Zach. For rent. Sounds like my kind of place. We'll go all the way to the 3rd Avenue here. And these, I think all these houses are actually on the water. There's canals back here. Yeah, it's hard to see. I'll see if I can't pan and show you. So no turnaround. So what do you do if you? That's weird. Okay. I think they just say that because I don't want people here. But these are all like a bunch of these are a lot older houses that you can see. There's a nice wide canal there for a boat. Big, what is that, a gumbo limbo? It's a big gumbo limbo. Got some Christmas seeds. There's a lot of, if you want to stay in a cool places like old Florida, Matlacha is definitely that kind of place. Big mango. Looks like a lychee. Wow, this is some big ones. Avocado. They probably all share fruit too, which I think is awesome. Now I'm gonna have to back my way out of here. God damn it. Okay, these are rentals, so I don't feel bad about that. But you can see the water's right there. It's actually really shallow, but I mean, cool in a way. You can kind of wade out and just fish. And if you think about it, see how tall these coconuts are? Like, you can imagine what it'd be like to get hit by one at that height. Yeah, there are some pretty big ones. I can't think of like one off the bat I could show, but there are some like solitary ones growing. There's some more, looks like lychee there. No, that's mango, never mind. Lychee's to the left. Mango's to the right, stuck in the middle. All looking good. My type of place to live. If I had to live in a crowded area, I want to live in a crowded area on an island. And this area is like a very solid zone 10. Like, I don't even know if they even hit 32 degrees in 1989. They probably did. They probably hit like 30. Now that I think about it, but they haven't hit freezing since then. I mean, you're talking about like an island between and a very warm sound. See if I can't add the carrot wood. Somebody chop that down. See if I can't find it. Strangler figs tend to grow on palms that have like thatching because they can sit and hang in the thatch. So I guess the Australians went to sleep. I don't blame them. It's at least 11:15 in the evening there. So oh no. Oh, I thought this was the guy just going slow. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. This guy's let me in. That's like really rare. Again, yeah, the Sundays are kind of these lazy days where there's a lot of art galleries. Yeah, it's definitely very jungly. It's just, there really isn't a whole lot of difference between here and the Keys as far as like building styles, lifestyles. Check out this, what appears to be a Jeepster frame, or Jeepster body, rat rod with a flatbed on the back, lowered. It's kind of cool. So this is Mount Lachey here. I'll show you where that hotel is, James. And the post office is right there, and the actual island of Mount Lachey. There's kind of like two islands. This one and is it just this one? I don't know. I had to look. It's confusing because there's like 3 bridges. So. But you can park right there. Kind of cool. You can just park right there. Actually, you can't park right there. That's for people who work up in that tower, the Army Corps of Engineers. This bridge goes up. Oh yeah, I forgot it was an hour earlier. Yeah, so it wasn't just 8:15, it was 7:15. Thankfully, it's a little bit windy, so the mosquitoes. I mean, I still got eaten alive, but I just hate bug spray, and it'll probably come back to bite me, literally, like with some kind of West Nile virus or something. But I hope not. Some big old boats getting dropped in the water. It's a perfect boating day. And then you kind of have just mangrove on both sides. And then this is still, it turns back into Cape Coral in about half a mile, and then all of a sudden you're back in suburbia. I'm just trying to think if there's another place I can show you guys. It's like very palmy. A lot of this has been like trimmed, so like strangler figs are considered like unsightly, so they will rip them off the trees, even though they're native. Pretty sure you're not even allowed to do that, but what you're allowed to do and what people actually do are two different things. There's a big landing there for boats. It's not even that busy, actually. All right, let's see what. I know. My buddy's yard is basically a jungle, and it's unfortunately a breeding ground for mosquitoes. So I did get 4 good vlogs, and I think one's a little bit tight. Sneaky little cop over there hanging out in the real estate area. This used to be a cool old house, and someone, now I guess they might have eminent domained it and made it a fire station. God, the building that goes on here. So Cape Coral starts on the left-hand side here, and it starts now on the right-hand side. 5 acres. God, just keep it open. Just let it be. This little fruit stand's been here forever. Oh, you know what we do when we're this little off-roading. My ears are ringing. That's not a good sign. right. This is where Burnt Store turns into Veterans. Yeah, the mosquitoes, they breed so fast. It's scary. Sucker in here. Unfortunately, this first part is actually pretty boring. It's just there's a big development on the left-hand side and protected land on the right-hand side. Thankfully, it says habitat restoration in progress. I don't know who decided to destroy it. Sucks. These sunglasses, they're polarized, so it's harder to see my. Your backyard jungle is Moa. Moa is a town in Cuba. I know. If you know how much it would cost. It would cost probably like 50 grand just to clear that 5 acres and get it set up properly. Just so I could start a greenhouse. It'd be a perfect place though, because it's right outside the city, right outside of the Cape. Mosquito. Hell yeah. I can imagine those mosquitoes. I wish I could get a video of some of the ones in the Everglades. They're the worst. I'd rather get stung by a bee than a mosquito. Or bitten by a mosquito, I guess I should say. So I was going to try and talk about the plantings and the medians here, but I don't start for a little while. This is just, like I said, this is basically a limited access road. It's not a highway, but it's a parkway, I guess you could call it. Veterans Parkway. We're not there yet. Here's some Bauhinias, the orchid tree. I don't know, I'm surprised they planted them. They're actually considered invasive. But they have cool flowers. Not gonna lie. Not gonna hate on them. And then we get to the strip mall city. This is where the Cape kind of starts again. And there's my exact truck in yellow and everything. I missed that truck. Thing was a beast. Ooh, look at this caddy. This looks like a 73 Eldorado or so. Maybe earlier, maybe 71. Dude, that is a beast right there. That is a gas station's dream. Hell yeah. That classic red with the white leather interior. That's the kind of car you can cruise at 30 miles an hour and no one's gonna honk at you. More condos. I don't even know how you get in there. But I can see from the other side, but I guess you gotta make a U-turn, then go in, then make another U-turn. Yeah, field growing, you got to put a lot of money into it. I mean, you're talking like 5 acres field growing. I mean, you're investing. If say the property is like 150 grand, right? Maybe it's probably more like 200 right there. You're going to spend at least that clearing it, setting it up with a greenhouse and troughs, and so then you got to buy the plant. Buy plants. You're into it for $500,000. And banks don't really like to lend money on stuff like that. So, and I don't have a $500,000 in my savings. I wish I did. It would definitely be a dream of mine, but my dad's not much of a real estate investor either, so. But if anyone else has a $500,000 laying around, they want to start a nursery, that's a good place for it. We're sitting at 80 degrees here. What, they must have cleared out all the, I don't really drive here during the day that much. I'm trying to figure out where the hell all these plants went. I'm showing you guys a bunch of hardwood trees and pines, not something you really were looking for. I'm just trying to think which way I could go to kind of show you guys some plants. I wish I could have brought the live stream into my friend's place, but he is a very private individual, as are many book collectors. Not in the way that like he doesn't trust anyone. He's a naturalist. I don't know the difference, honestly. I can't remember. I just don't know how someone can. I mean, I rode a motorcycle for a long time. Are you turning? Are you getting? Thank you. God, everyone's passing me. This guy just now he decided he wants to turn right, so he's just standing there in the middle of traffic. Idiot. At least I get to see the Cadillac again. What is that? A '71 Eldorado? No, it's older than that. It's got to be late '60s. I know it's at least like 63, and it's probably no older than say like 73. It's somewhere in there. I should know. I gotta see the front grille to kind of determine that. But yeah, I wish. I really just need to kind of grow my business to the point where I can do something like that. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. So I got to use my phone to use like the rewards app on Tropical Smoothie Cafe. So I'll have to get off of the. Come on, people! Look at this. You guys can see that, like that Lexus and some other cars like half merged. Like, how come you can't stay in a turn lane? Like, how hard is it? Sorry, sometimes when I'd wait a little bit for those. They'll probably be okay with that, Zach. Slash and burn. Well, I don't mind slashing and burning Brazilian pepper. That's not a problem. Excuse me. I was only expecting to be there for say half an hour, but then I'm sure you guys don't mind that I get more vlogs done, so I managed to bring I was going to bring my drone too, but then I managed to bring just the controller, not the actual drone. So real smart on my part. Oh, you guys can't see this. There's a Denali Quadra steer next to me, which means it has 4-wheel steering. which is, in my opinion, a little bit dangerous and expensive. But okay. Yeah, thanks for that. I'm glad you guys liked the Queen video. I didn't know if I had really done one like just on a Queen, so I figured that wasn't, should be done. All right, let's see what we're looking at here. I was looking at some ad idiocy to just kind of rip off the ground, not rip it off, but. Yeah, I actually, sometimes in high winds, those bracts will actually break when they're solid and filled with flowers. And one was laying on the ground in the street. I actually picked it up. I was going to show it to you guys, but it's literally like it's sharp as a javelin. Like you can stick somebody with it. It's like a lethal weapon. And they're freaking dangerous. I've had one fall off of a queen in my old and just stick in the ground. There's a lot of danger with queens. A lot of people have died trying to trim Washingtonias. Okay, so I've got to take this survey. Maybe I can. Usually I go to the drive-thru, but maybe I'll put you guys in my pocket. I don't know if I can do that. So I'm going to take this survey on the phone, and I'll come back when I'm done ordering, and then I can. So I'll be back in like 3 or 4 minutes, okay? I'm sorry I have to do this, but I'll be back in like this. It'll pause, I think, and then I'll be back, all right? All right. All right. So I haven't gotten the food yet, but I did this survey, which I had to do on my phone, unfortunately, because I don't have any other mobile device to do it on. I'm just gonna go to the drive-through so we can. I'm gonna have to pause it one more time. If you guys don't want to hang out, I don't blame you. But I'll leave a few minutes. I gotta run and drop the smoothie off. Okay.
Go ahead and order whenever you're ready.
Sure. Can I get the let's see here. Sorry. Can I get the turkey bacon ranch, please?
Turkey bacon ranch, okay.
And can I get the apple kale slaw with that?
Of course.
And then can I also get the Bahama Mama?
And a Bahama, okay.
Yes, and that'll be it.
All right, so I have a turkey bacon scale and apple slaw and a Bahama off every phone in the window.
Okay, thanks. All right, I gotta pause it one more time so I can. Sorry, guys. I'll make it up to you. I appreciate you watching. Sorry, this part isn't very entertaining, but. I wish it would just keep on rolling, when I just had to go off to use an app real quick. Maybe I need to get another device to vlog with. I don't want bees in my car. No thanks. Yeah, I got dueling phone. I just need a small tablet or something strong. My old tablet didn't really. I don't know what it was, but I gotta have something with data on it too. I guess I could have like a, I don't know, because I need to kind of use my phone. Thought I was getting away with everything by having this phone. Stupid air conditioner. I need to call the Honda dealership. I think the use of emojis is an art. Yeah, I'm not really very familiar with Apple products, but I'm open to trying stuff. Just I can get a strong enough tablet. I just have to get one that, like my other one was. I mean, it wasn't a bad one. I don't know why it told me that it couldn't cast stuff as well as, it was not in high def, and God, these sunglasses are so dirty I can't even see the people writing. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna pause it for another 30 seconds or so. Be right back, guys.
Bacon.
Okay.
And this gonna be right up.
Okay, thanks. Oh. What's up, guys? I haven't gotten it yet, but they already gave me the wrong side. I gotta. All right, thanks. Actually, what's that?
Did you want barbecue chips instead?
No, I actually asked for apple kale slaw.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah, thanks.
Nice, and here's that.
Thank you so
And
much.
bacon.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Have a good one. All right. Oh. People behind me. Oh. Okay. If I do. What the? Yeah, the Thai place was fun. She was telling me a story. The reason I closed the door that one time, for a little bit, was she was telling me a story that was kind of private, and she was saying, people's names, and I don't think that if she knew that, I didn't get a chance to explain to her that, like, I was live, and not that I don't trust you guys, but like, everyone that I've talked to on here, I don't think I have, would do anything like use people's names or addresses wrong, but there's like sometimes there'll be like lurkers, people that just are bored, and you'll see once in a while they'll come on the stream and like say all this random stuff, and you just never know. So obviously, if someone doesn't know they're being filmed, it's not illegal to film them, but I'm not gonna. People that I know, I'm not gonna film them whether they know they're gonna be filmed. I'm not gonna do that. Ashley's a little different. I can just do that because I want to, but I know, right, Zach? I can't comment on that because then if I say they, I believe that she or her coworkers actually watch the vlog, so you just never know. And if Ashley watches this and I say something, then it'll just be like, it's not even talked about. It's just like that face. I don't want to see that face. But if you had to venture a guess, I don't even know how to make moderators, but when I think that the chat needs moderation, then I'll make a I'll make a moderator position. Like, for example, when I can't even. Yeah, I'm James. I know you know that look. I'm not even married, so. But Ashley and I's anniversary will be in about a month and a half. It'll be 4 years. If we make it that far, who knows? I mowed the lawn and everything yesterday. Trimmed it up. It actually looks halfway decent, considering we don't irrigate it or anything, because maybe it's just a waste of water. But everything in this house just needs a coat of paint and renovation. All right, so I don't mind talking for a few minutes, but I have a smoothie here that's going to melt. So, ching chang cha. But yeah, I need some sleep. Is what I need. 10 years. Oh man, you're still alive. I personally am not like a marriage guy because I've seen a lot of people that are close to me been married once or more times. My parents didn't stay married. I think it's definitely tough these days, and certain things in my life would have to change for me to want to get married. Can't go inside because I don't even know if Ashley's awake or if Emma's awake, so I don't want, you know. But I'll bring you guys inside sometime soon. I promise. I let Dylan inside. 20 years. Nice. My parents were married for about 15 years and then they got divorced. And I think that they were both happy that happened. They were definitely opposite type of people in many aspects. You have 3 kids, so you're definitely a busy guy. Yeah, having one kid that isn't mine, is definitely a chore. I can't imagine 3. I'm sure you do it well though. I'm sure at the first one you kind of learn. All right. As much as I want to keep on talking, the smoothie is definitely not getting any more frozen. So, who knows? I might go out for a trip tonight. We can talk. Don't mind doing that as long as I'm going out for a trip. I gotta check. Yeah, I'm supposed to be making pot roast, but we'll see about that. All right, guys. So I'm gonna head in there before this gets too melty, and we can chat next time. Let's look for a vlog or 3 because I've made 4 of them. So, alrighty. All right, James, Zach, and others that are on the looking for, and I think Brian came back on. I can't remember. All right. See you guys later.